So if you watch some of my other videos, you've seen that we've been planting a hedge along the front road in front of our property, right along the main road there, just to give us some privacy. And there's been a big flush of new growth come out this spring, and everything looks nice, but it's going to be quite a few years before everything really fills up and gives us that privacy we want. So in the meantime, I'm thinking, what do I do about this? How do I get some privacy? Because somebody built a home right across the road from us, just staring right back. Although they're nice neighbors, we just want our privacy. And so I started researching online, how do I create something that's going to, or find a plant that's going to grow fast, is affordable, and going to do the job that we want it to do. And what I came up with were Green Giant Arborvitae. And I've never been a big fan of arborvitae because they're not deer resistant, and they look terrible when they start getting dead spots underneath from drought or from deer chewing on them, and they never seem to recover. However, this Green Giant is a little bit different. It's a cross between Thuja plicata, I believe it is, and then there's a Japanese arborvitae, and it's very deer resistant from what I've been reading. And it also is a really hardy and creates a nice screen. It's a more pyramidal tree. It is Thuja. I believe that's related to the cedar family somehow. I'm not real sure on that, but it just seemed like the way to go. They can grow, once they get established, up to 3 feet a year. So I thought, how am I going to make this happen? I got online, started researching it, got on Amazon, and found this nursery down in Florida that propagates these things, and was able to order 60 of them for, I think I paid $195 for all 60. And they arrived. I just thought this was so cool. It was only the second time I've ever ordered plants online. The other time was 2 rhododendrons I ordered, and they came nicely packaged. Everything worked out great, and they're growing on nice. In fact, these are those 2 that I ordered in the past, and I ordered them from Van Veen Nursery in Portland, Oregon. They've been around a while. I didn't order the weeds. We'll pull them out real quick. So this is GW Leek, and it's an old variety that you just don't find around that much anymore. And they're growing on awesome. They're in, I think those are 5-gallon pots right there, and they're just growing great. So I'm really excited to see how they do in the years to come. Anyway, I ordered these Green Giant Arborvitaes, and they just came beautifully packaged all the way from Florida. It was from Sandy's Nursery. If you guys ever want to buy anything online when it comes to plants, they sell other plants as well. But these, I'm just really impressed with the company. They came, I think, 2 days or 3 days after I ordered them. It was just fast. The shipping was not expensive, and they came perfectly packaged. And they're just beautiful little plants. So it looks like they probably stuck these through the winter and rooted them on until spring here, and then just sold them. So if you're ever looking at a way to make some money, just for these 60, I paid $200. It put it at, like, I don't know, $3.20 or 50 cents, something like that each, which is pretty reasonable considering how fast they'll grow. I was so impressed, I went back online and ordered 40 more. So we're potting them up right now into 1-gallon pots, and I'm just going to let them grow on for this season. And next spring, once they're good and hardy and, you know, got some nice roots, I'll plant them out as a hedge along the front of our property and down the sides a little ways. You can see these guys, if you can see it looks like right there, somewhere in there, you can see where they propagated the old growth. They took you can see the cuts on the branching there, and then this is all new growth up here. Just from one season, it looks like they propagated these last fall or winter, somewhere in there. And I mean, the new growth is almost double the size of the original growth that they stuck, and you don't find that with a lot of plants. These things are supposed to grow really fast and just be really nice, drought resistant, deer resistant, hardy plants. They've got solid root ball. They came in little, they're called 2-inch pots. Those almost look like little 1-inch pots, but it was everything that they advertised, and it was a great experience to get these guys in such healthy condition. So I would recommend, if you're ever wanting to buy plants online, you could look through Sandy's Nursery on Amazon before you go anywhere else. I'm sure there's a lot of nurseries that do this, but I was pretty impressed. And then this is going to be their final resting place. They're just beautiful, nice green foliage, and I'm pretty excited about how well they're turning out here. So we'll see what happens, and I'll update you on how fast these things grow. You know, it's, as I look online for privacy hedges, it seems like these are pretty popular, these Thuja Green Giants, and because they grow so fast and they grow so full, I just don't see them a lot up here. And they say they grow really well in the Pacific Northwest, so maybe I'll end up getting these growing and then just start propagating some of these for the area for privacy screens. But I don't know, it just goes to show you, you know, I just spent another, I think it was 132 bucks for 40 more of these guys. So I've spent a total of almost 350 bucks with shipping and everything out the door for 100 of these plants total. And you saw how small they were. It was a great deal, a great buy. I'm extremely happy with it, and you know, they made some money, and it just goes to show you, if you're trying to make some supplemental income, geez, you can just get something going real quick and easy. Jump online, advertise, and go. So pretty excited about those green giants. I'll give you an update on how they're doing, and take care. All right, so they're all potted up. It's been probably about a week since I potted all these little green giants up, and they're all in 1 gallon pots. Fertilized them, been watering them. They're all doing really well. Don't seem to have any problems. Hopefully we won't have any. They came from Florida, and I looked at the weather there. It's been about 90 degrees. We're in the first part of June, so they're coming from 90 degrees and then all the way to Washington State. So we've been down in the 40s and 50s at night. So I was a little concerned about that, but no freezing, so I'm not too worried. And they look real healthy. I don't think we're going to have any problems. And they're just getting settled in here. But I was so impressed with how these guys looked and what the price I was able to get them for. I just went ahead, got online, and bought 40 more, and they arrived. And this is so cool, man. I'm gonna have to start getting into this, just mail order shipping rhododendrons like this. So that's how they come packaged. I haven't taken any out yet. They just come boxed up, nice and neat, tight, no problems. They wrap them up here in these little cellophane packages, plastic packages. They got 2 per package, little 2-inch pots, and really nice roots. When I pull them out, the roots are just full in there. Beautiful little plants, just already starting to grow nice for the spring, and they look awesome. So I am really impressed with that setup from this company. I don't know if they all ship that well, but I think I ordered these just a couple days ago. Actually, I think it was about 5 days ago, but it was on a Friday, so they didn't ship them through the weekend. They shipped them, I think it was Tuesday they sent them off, and these things arrived on Thursday. So I'm just really impressed with that. And you know, I think just with this internet age, with being able to mail order plants, ship plants all over the country, I mean, it's just, people are connecting, and that is just really slick. I'm sure it's been around for a long time, shipping plants, but I am pretty impressed with that. And I am really considering getting into doing the mail order for rhododendrons. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, there's all those guys, all potted up, look really nice. I'm going to have to move some of these rhodies down the way a little bit to make more room, but I'm going to get busy potting up the rest of these guys, and we'll see what we've got. So I should have 100 of them after it's all said and done, and that will be enough to line the entire front of our property, and down the side about 20 feet on one side, and then probably close to 200 feet on the other side. And we'll get some nice wind protection and just some privacy from the main traffic, or from the road, on the main road, the traffic that comes through and all the noise that comes through, and looking at that house across the road. So anyway, thanks for checking it out, and I'll give you updates once we start planting these guys out. All right, see you later.